Hi, Jano. Here, I can ask. Will Jay get to raise their ask for 1 second? Sorry about that. How are you doing tonight? Jay get the raise that they asked for. Alright, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. 1, 2, 10, says yes. Took me a while, but 32 is an even number, and for this deck, if a joker comes out on an even number, then that is yes. So it should be applied soon. So all the best to you and congratulations. And yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, just having a simple evening at home. My roommate's playing a video game, so just being pretty chill at home. I'm not up to much, so I figured I'd get on. Yeah. So congrats on the raise. Yeah, I've just been having an easy day. I had an early lunch and then I had a donut not too long ago, so I'm pretty relaxed. Yeah. I hope you had a good holiday. He's playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So he's been pretty much playing it all day. What happens? I have my days too. Where are you coming from? I'm in California. It's about 7 o'clock, almost 7:30 in the evening. I have a few decks here. Y'all can't really see it, but oh, Minnesota's cold as hell. Hell yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. my my neighbor's from Michigan, I think. So yeah, I get that. I mean, I'm from the Northeast myself, so I can only imagine. I haven't lived in a cold area in a while, but Godspeed. Luckily, we've got the warmer months coming, so I hope that pans out. Hope you don't get a long winter. May we all get the abundance we deserve and ask for. So I wish you the best on that. I myself am looking for more money, so I feel that. Yeah, yeah. Well, I hope you stay warm. Hope you have like heating or a fireplace or really good blankets. Yeah. I've been cuddling up with my heating pad under the covers lately, so. Hey Stella, how are you? Welcome back. I hope you had a good holiday. getting getting the new year started. Is JS into you? Okay. I'm good. Like I said, I'm having a really easy evening. My roommate's playing a video game, so I figured I do my own thing and get on and see what people are up to. Happy New Year to you too. Thanks. I'm just very mellow tonight. Whoa. Yeah, just shuffling these up a bit. Yeah, if they're attracted to you, if they're into you, if they're vibing in your direction. Jazz vibing towards Stella. Give these a good shuffle. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay. I'm getting no. So that came out on a 7. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it says 7. Maybe not attracted to you in a way that you think. It just says no. There could be a number of things going on there, but just plain and simple, I think right now it's gonna be a no. Also, in all fairness, attraction is usually the first sign. Like you kind of can tell. So definitely follow your own guidance at the same time on that. Know when to pull away, and know when to maybe ask one more time, shoot your shot one more time just to make sure, and to really solidify that with yourself. And then from there, you can figure out how to move forward. So, all the best to you. I think most on my mind is looking for a job, not so much for like dating right now, but if you have room for that in your life, go for it. Oh, hello, Gemini. I'm good. I'm having a really mellow evening. Just decided to log on and see if anyone had any burning questions. I'm not up to much, so I figured I'd get on. How are you? Nice to meet you too. Where are you in the world? I'm in California. It's about 7:30 right now. Will you go on a ski trip this spring? That sounds like fun. I hope you go on a ski trip. I've never gone. I have a buddy that is a big snowboarder. Like he always takes time to go up to the mountains. And I've always wanted to go with him, but because of like COVID and stuff, we have never really gone. And I don't know if they're open anymore, or like lately. But I plan on checking it out someday. At some point, while I'm still young and I can move around. Will Gemini go on a ski trip this February? 2, 3. Looks like yes. Yeah. So you got that on the fourth card. Even numbers are yes. So looks like you might be going on this trip. So definitely get excited. Get excited. That sounds like so much fun. I don't see why not. If especially if it's been a while since you've gone out and like had some um just if it's been a while since you've had some unapologetic fun, go do it. Especially if you got some good friends that you're going with, like that's for sure going to be a great time. Just be safe, be responsible. Um, don't be an idiot. Use common sense, of course. But yeah, that's awesome. Nice. See, that's the best way to hang out. It's like, especially if they're your, if you're not gonna want to kill each other while you're out of town. That's like the best kind of friends. Um, yeah. It's the company you keep, right? Am I right? Yeah, I sometimes I do stuff like that. Like like not lately, but last year I went to a place called Joshua Tree, which is outside of Los Angeles. It's about maybe 2-3 hour drive outside of LA. And it's the desert, essentially the desert. But what a lot of people do and who live in Los Angeles is they'll get like an Airbnb out in the desert and go hang out for a weekend in nature. So I did that last year and so much fun. So pretty, just really nice being in the great outdoors once again. And it's a really good way to recenter yourself, in between the hustle and bustle of working and whatever it is y'all are doing at home, like having a family and going to work and taking care of people. It's good to stop and take care of yourself. Hey Juliet, I'm good. How are you doing? I'm just home. Had some time to myself. Figured I'd be useful and get on. And I know it's been a while since I've gotten on, but um, I have energy tonight. Somewhat. I'm actually kind of low energy, but um, I just didn't want to be on my phone. Perfect. We're both relaxing at home. It sounds like we're on the same page. So, what can I help you with tonight? I'm happy to answer a yes or no question. I'm hanging out too, so no rush. Just gonna give these cards a good shuffle. Okay. Okay. I see your question. Thank you. My phone. Okay. I really have to be meeting someone new for a long-term relationship. I need to do this over again. Sorry, I need to start over. Hey, Live Love. 1 second. I'm in the middle of someone else's question. And as far as advice goes, if you read the description of the video, it's for yes and no questions. So if you do want some insight, happy to take a donation. I'm just not a lot of energy this evening, so anything you can donate, I'd be happy to answer and provide. I have several decks on the table right now. Got some angel cards. Have some chakra insight cards. I have a message from the guides. And of course, your regular Rider-Waite deck. So feel free to pitch in. I'm happy to check that out. But if you have a yes or no question, I can do that for you. So Juliet, so sorry to keep you waiting. And on another note, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it looks like, yeah, you'll have someone pop up for long term. If it's been a while for you since you've dated, or if you haven't been in a long-term relationship, I mean, definitely get into the mindset of being self-sustainable. Live your life to the point where you kind of forget this part, where you forget that part of you that considers yourself single. Yeah, just yeah. What is it, 5 years since your last relationship? Is that what you're saying? Because that's a long time. It is a long time, so I respect that. But yeah, definitely consider putting to rest anything you've got left lingering around in your head and in your mind and body from that last relationship, and reforming all of that and welcoming something new, and not comparing anything to that last experience, taking it as completely new and going at it with like a child, like just completely putting all that other stuff behind you, is kind of what I'm getting. But yeah, have fun. I hope this happens sooner than later. But definitely get into your own energy and feel yourself. So you quit this job sooner than later. Okay, I'll tell you, Live Love. I remember I took a job that I didn't enjoy at first because I kept comparing it to other jobs that I had done before. But it wasn't until maybe a few weeks in that I started connecting with my coworkers and taking and honestly just like being more present with my job. I just kind of put aside any of my own ego, and I just did my job and I did it my way. So like I still did my job, but I did it my way, and what my way looked like was I'm gonna have the most fun, and I'm gonna have my coworkers be on. We're all gonna be on the same page. We're all gonna be like on the same team, and I'm gonna help them, and they're gonna help me. And I think I just went about it with this attitude of it doesn't have to be hell while I'm here. Like I don't have to torture myself while I'm here. So I always say that if you just started a job, definitely, if you know you don't want to stay there, look for the next thing. Never leave a job until you have another one lined up. Because right now, some people don't even have work, like myself. I am looking for one. So, yeah. So definitely consider like, what you have going on there. Is it really the job, or is it how you feel about the job? And so is it a long-term thing? Okay, if it's a long-term thing, give yourself some time, maybe a few months, or even like a month, a single month, a couple weeks, just to feel it out. There were definitely a few jobs that I was pretty like not excited about until I actually sat in there for a little longer and got used to it. So, hey Gina and hello Asia. Let me get to you in 1 second. So I'm good, but besides that, live love. I'm just gonna ask a question. I am still taking questions, Gina. I'm just in the middle of one. So 1 second. So live love. I'm just gonna ask your question real quick, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So, should you leave your job sooner than later? 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, okay. So honestly, the cards are saying, sure. The cards are saying, yeah, I think energetically you kind of are already there in the space of wanting to get out. If that's where you're at, go for it. At the same time, my suggestion is always have something else lined up for yourself. Even go through a whole interview process. Even do all that stuff. Go as far as you can go until they tell you officially, yes, this is you have a new job, and if it's yours if you want it. If it's really something that excites you and you think it's a better option, go for it. But um, you know, I think at the very least, it does. I think people will always remember you with how you start and how you end things. So particularly how you end things. If you just started a new place, it's always good to leave some good rapport there. So stick out some of your word, but at the same time, if you feel like you need to go elsewhere, then do it. If it's a toxic environment, get out is what I always say. If you think it's toxic, get the hell out. But if you don't have any other reason beyond that, I say give it a chance. So, okay. Hey Gina, go for it, Gina. I'm taking yes or no. Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your question, but like, okay then. Oh, Asia, I'm gonna do Gina's first. So Gina is gonna say one thing. I just had a friend who kind of found out her partner was with a bunch of other people while they were together. But it's something that her intuition already knew. Just saying, if he's making you feel crazy, don't let them make you feel crazy for asking those kinds of things. But definitely, it's one of those things where I'm like, do I really want to answer this? Because that is like between y'all. If that's your partner, I think y'all should be having better communication than whatever else I'm about to tell you. I'm just saying that's supposed to be the person. So if that's a hard conversation, that's already a huge red flag on y'all's relationship. Just saying. I just get kind of impassioned about that because like I've never been in a relationship, but if we can't talk about stuff like that, it's like red flag. Might not be what I'm really thinking about, but anyways, the dark always comes to light. I'm gonna pull these cards, but mind you, I don't know. I kind of feel weird asking this question. It just feels like he should tell you that. Your partner should be telling you that. I'm just saying. I feel weird asking these questions because honestly, cards are supposed to make you a better person. At least that's how I look at it. They're supposed to guide you in a direction. I understand that, like, okay, once you know, you want to be guided to how to handle it. But the thing is that the truth has to come out on its own. I'm not one of those readers that like know for a fact this is what's going on. I just intuitively vibe on stuff. But when it comes to that kind of thing, if you think somebody, if it comes to like somebody cheating particularly, it ain't even worth the stress. It should never be a concern. All right, I'm gonna just ask them. And she didn't even find out. Like, yeah, her intuition kind of knew, but somebody reached out to her. Some girl that he had hooked up with reached out to her and was like, "Hey, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. I just want to say I don't do that messy shit, so I'm really sorry, but I just wanted you to know and be honest with you because I had no idea and I feel really awful about it." And that girl shared all the receipts and a bunch of screenshots, and you best believe my friend showed me all of them. And the boy was playing dirty nearly the entire time they've been together, and they've been together for a year. So it just got to a proportion that was like astronomical, and I'm like, I couldn't even tell. I couldn't even tell. And I've known him as long as they've been together, and she's like even more witchier than I am. So it took me by surprise. You can never see it coming, but she did have her suspicions. So, anyways, all right, I'm gonna ask and I'm gonna leave it at that. Do what you want with the information. I am not liable for any decisions you make from here on, is all. Just choose you. Just choose you, what's gonna be best for you. And yeah. Did they hook up? It says 3, so that's a no. That came out quick. So maybe not. Maybe they didn't. But at the same time, that came out real fast. So tread carefully. You know, if it's something you can't put out your mind, then there's something we got to be really honest about, and it's about the meaning we attach to that possibility, and think about what meaning what the message is saying. What the message is saying is really to your own self, right? It's not to say that you're not worthy or whatever. Um, but if you do need some like alone time, go for it. That's like the greatest gift you can give to yourself is just not getting all wound up about other people, no matter their relation to you. If you feel like trust is something you still struggle with, maybe a relationship isn't it right now. But, because he could be as faithful as he wants, but if you still got trust issues, this is going to end up always that fear that's following you and that you keep kind of feeding. Or, I mean, all I'm saying is that I never want to put these kinds of questions on cards. You know what I'm saying? It's a little risky because, I don't put, I never put your like life changing stuff. Sometimes it's one of those things where you got to do the thing that scares you. And so, yeah, I've even had my own switch ups with cards where I'm thinking one thing and then I walk into a situation and it's completely something else. And I was like, well, damn, I must have read it wrong. And yeah, sometimes life will throw us curveballs, but there are also some things we just don't need to know. And Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And if there are some trust issues, it's just like forgive yourself one, and anytime and even then, anytime don't someone does like cross us and like overstep our boundaries and stuff and, completely ignore our place in situations, um, and don't consider us, it hurts, but it's never about us. And it's always about that person. It's always about them more than it is about ourselves. And what it comes back to is just you are going to do your best no matter how what anyone else treats you. It is, don't let them taint your spirit. Don't let them ruin the love that you have. Don't let them, because then that's how you let them keep a part of you. That's how you let them keep, you know and just then they're all rent free in your mind. And nah. So take some time to work on some of that trust. In fact, off of that note, I'm gonna just give you a chakra to work on particularly. Work on your heart chakra. Just letting you know. Um, Work on your chart chakra. This is how we connect to others and with ourselves. So look into how to work on heart chakra and how to open that up. Maybe exercises like this can be helpful. Um, Breathing exercises, yeah, that kind of thing. Be really good for the heart space. All right, all the best, Gina. And hey, Kung Fu, thanks for dropping in. Hey, Asia, if you're still here, drop your question, go for it. And anyone, if want a guaranteed reading, send me a donation. I can do tarot. I have other cards here on the table. I have, Rider Waite, some angel message cards. You just use the chakra insight. And we also have message from the guides. Bam. You're welcome, Gina. Hey, honey. Yes, you can ask a question, but I have some folks ahead of you. So if Asia's not here, Asia's here. Okay, is Sharif still in love with you? Oh, that's real sweet. Okay. I'm still in love with you, boy. Okay, I'm good. Okay. That's my song. Yeah, I can get with Sean Paul. I'm an early 2000s kid. Okay. All right. Is Sharif still in love with Asia? All right. Yeah. We landed on 10. Joker landed on 10. Says, yeah, he still might have his eye on you. So, congrats. Do what you will with the information. Just, be responsible. Don't play with nobody's hearts. As long as they ain't playing with yours. Cool. All right, Kung Fu. If you're still here, go for it. Oh, I see your question. All right, Kung Fu. Is it my classmate? Is my classmate? I glowed up too. There you go. You're welcome, Asia. My classmate's job. Is my classmate. All right, Kung Fu. If you're here, can you rephrase your question so I can actually understand what's happening in your situation. Is my classmate job VL attracted to me? Do you mean a coworker or a classmate or classmate? Yeah. Am I reading this right? Just want to make sure I asked this correctly. Oh, VL's their name. My bad. Okay, I realize now. Is job their name? Okay, I'm done asking. Job, I guess, is a name. It can be. Okay. Is their classmate attracted to them? That's essentially the question. Is the person they're thinking of attracted to them? Oh, I was not counting. Dang it. Okay, let's try again. 2, 3. Ah. Oh, we got an 8. And that should be a yes. So yeah, you might be picking up vibes. You might be onto something. If you're thinking so, they might be into that, yeah. What's not to like? So yeah, congrats. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Honey, are you still here? Let me know if you're still here. I can take your question. Honey. Damn, honey probably left. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. I don't really know what song that is. Oh, there you go. Will P text me back? All right, I'm going to take a stab at what this person's name is. Patrick. Let me stop trying to be nosy. You don't have to answer that. You got me singing. Really? Is it really, Sean? Is it really Patrick? That's crazy. That's so funny. I don't know how. I honestly, my brain just went there. That's awesome. I only know I had an old friend who used to be married to a Patrick. So when I saw P, she used to just call him P or Pat. And so my brain still translates it like, I imagine it's a Patrick or, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that many guys with P names. Like, I know Paul, but not as popular as Patrick, I guess. I don't know. I know a lot of white dudes named Patrick. Anywho's. Okay. What is P? Gonna text her back. I don't see why not. I'm just saying. P texting back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. It says at this time, maybe not. Um, I think it is still the first week getting into the new year. If he's been pretty busy, I think a lot of people are settling down from the new year festivities, so to speak. So honestly, I've been really bad at getting back to everyone's text messages because there's so many people that are like, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. I had a birthday recently. Uh, um, yeah, I just have and at the same time I'm just trying to catch up with myself into the new year, so maybe they're in a similar place. They might be getting back into work, or they're just trying to focus on like new year stuff. So I'd say right now just hold off. If you want to reach out again, uh, maybe do it on the end of the week. By the end of the week, I would say Friday. um, since that's the weekend, more appropriate time. If they did want to hang out, you could probably even plan something. If it's a Friday, maybe plan for Sunday. If you're trying to meet up, if you're just trying to casually talk, I think even meeting up for coffee is a great start. From the most part, what I'm getting is I think they need some time. Hey, Asia. Well, I guess Asia, it depends. Yeah, honey, I hope that works out. But like, definitely take your time with it, no rush. But other than that, like, yeah, just let things kind of quiet down from we just got over New Year's, and I myself am like taking a break from people from so much socializing, and trying to get back into my own thing so I can learn how to move forward in the new year. And I think in a way we're all kind of there. So I would say give it maybe halfway into January is a better time to start planning things and moving forward from there. I think a lot of people are getting their feet back on the ground after this season. So, Asia, yeah, I'd love to give you a read. Depending on what it is you're asking for, it could be anywhere from like, you know, 10 to 20. But for the most part, I do take donations. If even if it's like a, five, I think five is like a decent minimum. Just $5. Is chill. I understand all of us are on budgets. I'm not no fancy like white lady with a million crystals and uh 10 million cats and or whatever. I'm just a dude at home who be vibing and with his decks, and I just hang out. But I am recovering from surgery still, so I'm like can't go back to work just yet, but I'm itching to. So I figured I'd fill my time with helping y'all. So yeah, I'm willing to work with somebody's budget. I don't have. I'm so broke right now, so I'm like, whatever. I am, and oh, thank you so much, dear. I appreciate that. Um, Asia, where are you at? I'm in Southern California. You don't have to tell me where, like, if you want to be safe and stuff. I get it. It's the internet. Um, but regionally, I guess I'm in. Oh, yeah, I'm in Southern California. There's like so many people here. I'm fine. But I used to live on the East Coast. I've been around. I've been here to and fro. PA, hey, hey. Oh, thanks, Asia. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. What can I do for you? I saw your payment, and that's super nice of you. I really appreciate it. Here we go. I haven't used my Cash App in a while. Fun, fun. Hey, 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 hey. What's coming next for you in love? Great question. Let me get another deck. Okay, I'm back. I like dramatic entrances. Okay, so I went and got my lover's oracle. Love this deck. All right. So what's coming for Asia in love? La la la. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. I meant to grab 3, but 4 came out, and the longer I looked at them, they just made more sense. So we have a combination of cups, swords, and wands. And so essentially, the first thing that came out was this 4 of cups. In order to get to what I'm getting is that in order to get to this place, we have to acknowledge that maybe in the past or whatever, that we have been in this kind of 1 second. We've been in this state of like I'm over it, or we're giving up, or where it's hard to fathom getting involved in something else, or starting over, or wherever you've been romantically speaking. Maybe that's been there in the past of just being so over the bullshit, which I feel that 100. So anyways, but then we've also got this 6 of wands, or is that, no, that's the 9 of wands. So 9 of wands is kind of like you've been through it, because this person here, they've been through it. They got some wounds, they got some battle wounds, they still have their stick, but they're holding on to that stick because they're not afraid to use it. So yeah, you're a little not guarded up, but you've got some tools and you're not stupid. You know better. um you can smell the bullshit, I bet, basically, is kind of what it's giving me. But it's not to say that you're not willing to move forward. You just kind of understand that you've been through it. Um, and let me know if this is hitting or not. So then we also have, but when it comes to what's coming for you, we have this 6 of cups, which, as we know, is kind of a nostalgic cup. And when I also see this cup, when I see this card too, it always makes me think of people who make us feel like our childlike selves. When we kind of have so much fun with a person that we kind of find ourselves in a very joyful state, and everything is funny. And that's kind of like when the best kind of magic starts to happen, is when you're just so like excited. Nothing can keep you down. You're just with someone who just everything's so easy with. And this is what that card reminds me. However, we do have this 8 of swords. Now the 8 of swords makes me think of these anxieties that come up, because maybe when you do meet this person, that's going to happen, but then the after of that is going to be like, ah, shit. But at the same time, this makes me think of this card. These cards are actually so similar if we really look at them. If we really, really look at them. We've been through it. We know we can go forward, but we've been through some shit. However, an energy like this can really trigger a person in this state, which can turn into looking like this. Okay, whereas we've got all these, like, swords are also thoughts. Okay, these can be all things in your mind that could be like just normal anxieties that come from here. Like, you go from, I can see the picture. This energy, that childlike, that joy energy, comes and bumps into somebody who's been through it, and it's like, yeah, you got me lost You got me drunk off a cup real quick, but hold on, I got to protect myself. And so you have those. You're gonna have to maybe wrestle with that aspect of yourself. Does that make sense? So it's gonna take some time for you to layer that through, because in a way, it's good to let ourselves open up to other people and get to know other people, and not to let them fully. And I'm not saying to just open up all the doors and have no, you know, you know what I'm saying. It's just like you're gonna take what you've learned and you're gonna apply that to this situation. But you're definitely gonna have to maybe wrestle with aspects of yourself, but take a good look at those things. And when I'm gonna also pull a chakra card, your third eye. So that's perfect. Like your third eye is your intuition. It's really purely gonna take your intuition and you having to look at yourself and doing some deep introspection on, you know, is it this person that's making you feel crazy, or is it just these old, fears? Having to differentiate between those fears talking to you versus a red flag. Is it really a red flag, or is this just like an old pattern you're afraid of? And is the pattern really here, or are you just telling yourself that story? Something to think about. So, yeah, but otherwise, you do have somebody coming in. So get excited. I would say work on some of this stuff now. Get working on this now. That will make you most prepared to deal with that whole situation that may come your way. Hey guys, I see y'all in the comment section. So just give me a second. Once I'm done here, I'm happy to get to you. You're also welcome to make a donation. All that stuff's in the reading description below. Exactly, Asia. Yeah. Definitely acknowledge any leftover parts of your psyche that are like still anxious from past experiences, and give new people a fresh slate and don't compare them. I think the greatest thief of joy is comparison. So I hope that was helpful. Feel free to come by again and give me an update. That third eye too, work on the third eye. All right, let's see. All right, Lily. Oh, you know what, Asia? Let me get one more for you. It's just from your guides. Or you know what? I'm getting an angel card. I'm gonna get an angel card. Angel card. Archangel Michael wishes you well. And if you feel threatened or scared or something, you can ask him for help. I don't know if you're a praying person or if you believe in any of that stuff, but even seeking out friends that are good support can be enough. So, yeah, if you need any of that. Okay. Yes, if you donate, you're welcome to get a more in-depth reading. And that's what I just did with Asia. All that stuff's in the description below. So, all right, Lily, Steven's spying. That's hella concerning, Lily. As we all know, we don't feed the incels. Keep them away. You know that? You agree, right?
What?
Incels.
Fuck incels.
Fuck incels. If you have an incel in your life spying on you, I'm sorry. They need a hard conversation at a distance so they don't snap and like murder somebody. Anyways.
Yeah, no, nobody needs that.
Huh?
Nobody needs that.
Nobody needs that. No one needs to die. No one needs any of that. But I hope no one's spying on you. Oh my god, it's like terrifying. The fuck? Have you seen You? That's a show on like Netflix, y'all. It's too much. I've seen too much You to like unsee it now. Okay. Wow, I read that completely incorrect. Okay. I actually pulled from a deck I wasn't even planning on pulling from. All right. All right, Lily. That used to be my show. I had to take a pause because shit got messy and I was getting mad. I was like, I can't. And it was the holidays, and I'm like, this ain't making me right. So I don't feel the holiday spirit. I'm about to. And a lot of that second season was shot by our old apartment, by the way. It was like they shot right outside Liberate and outside home, like literally across the street from each other. And I was like, great, now I can't go there because all I see is Joe hiding in the corner now. Fucking being a weirdo. Spying on people. Yeah, my roommate can't watch that show.
It's not that I can't, I really don't want to.
He really doesn't want to, and I understand in a way. I stopped. Anyways.
I don't want to encourage that kind of behavior.
We don't want to encourage the incels, essentially, and
Yeah.
we don't want to know how, like, we know how they think. They made a whole show about it.
They're going to watch that show, and they're going to be like, oh, that's an idea.
Anyways, all right, off the topic. Let's get back to the drama. Is this man spying on Lily? I hope to God not. Really get every man in your life in the know.
Throw them straight in the trash.
Throw that person in the
The whole
trash.
person.
Is David spying on Lily? 1, 2. Damn, that came out fast as fuck too. It said 2. He might be. He might be. It came out on the second card. If you feeling like something's off, like, you know, but I think at most you definitely would have to catch him, but also don't spend your energy on that shit, honey. Like, you would need harder evidence than me pulling out a card for that kind of situation, because now I'm concerned for your safety, and you should probably get, like, have people, like, always don't be alone is all I'm saying. Just if you need to walk to your car or something, ask somebody to walk you, or have a conversation with that person. Up to you. If they're like a baby daddy situation, definitely not. Don't even bother. Especially the ones that still think they have business where they don't. You say, we're closed for business. We ain't got no business. I ain't got a single transaction with your ass. Anyways. It says, yeah, so Godspeed, honestly, at this point. I don't know what that man did, but spying is never okay. We need to teach our boys to not spy when a woman says no. You know? Okay. Venus. Oh, for some reason I thought Venus asked the question. Okay. Venus, you're welcome to ask a yes or no. Or if you want an in-depth reading, feel free to make a donation. Did I scare y'all away? No, my viewer ticker now says 0. I'm like, damn, did I really preach to the incels?
Oh, no.
Just kidding. No.
Do you know the person you were like reading to?
It was just a yes or no card, but I was mostly just ranting off of her question.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw a question that was like somebody from India. This is like some other person giving reads. It was like someone from India's like uncle was like in an election, and they were asking like how the election results were going to come out, and they're like, I don't do election results. Like, it was really weird. It was really weird. I'm like, okay, y'all really putting it on the cards today. This is why I had to take a break, because people ask that shit literally anything. Hi, I'm still in here. If anyone's here, feel free to say hi, ask a yes and no, or make a donation and I can get to you. We're hanging out. Oh, okay, Venus, no sweat. Thank you in advance. I had to just stop drinking that tea because it was literally sending me to outer space. I was just vibrating. I was just like, I had a couple sips of this shit. And this is the thing, it's stronger than green tea. It's too much. This too much? All right, I'm gonna be right back. Just setting an example. Can I ask where you're sending it towards? Is it the PayPal? I like never use my PayPal, but in this instance, I can. Cool. Cool, yes. I think it just got it. Thank you so much. Cool, cool. Appreciate that. All right. What can I help you with, Venus? General love. Okay. I feel like I've read for you before. It's just been a while. So remind me if I've read for you before. I'm pretty sure I have. Some months ago. It's a few months ago. I want to say maybe like around August or the summertime. Will I find someone soon? Well, let's do more like a look into your love life or what it is like to get there. Okay, end up just being a friendship. Okay. I feel you. I had a similar thing happen. Like, and it just ended up being a friendship, and that's okay. All right. Give me a second while I look at all this. Okay. So we have Two of Pentacles. We also have the Two of Wands. We also have the Ten of Cups. The Hermit. You can try to see that. And the Six of Wands. So, from what I can see is that basically what I was asking is how can we, what are we doing now that can be improved to get us to the vibration of attracting a partner? And so it's, I have a Two of Pentacles here, which this card kind of gives me like wishy-washy vibes. Not so much in a Two of Swords way, because Two of Swords is more like I can't make a decision or ignoring a decision you have to make, whereas Two of Pentacles is more juggling things and kind of sometimes kidding yourself that you have all the time for this shit, but you don't. It's just too much. It's not like it's not the Ten of Wands that it becomes a burden, but maybe one of those things just isn't working for you or healthy for you, or something you're making time for, but something that isn't exactly helping you get towards the goal. Something to think about. Then we have this Two of Wands, which this card generally makes me think of ambition, planning, going for it, but definitely more so planning, and an action card, and working to be more stable, working to be more solid. Whereas a Four of Wands card is more of a foundation. You've got four pillars. So two of that is like working your way up to that four so you could really be grounded. So it's almost like you're still putting the pieces together. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna say that's lunacy because it's just clever spelling, but cool. Hi, lunacy. I am Seth. Welcome. I am in the middle of a reading currently. You are welcome to have a free yes or no if you want something more in depth. I am taking donations, and that info is in the comment section below. So, or not the comment section, sorry, the description box below. So, thank you. Uh, Happy to have you here. So yeah, so this kind of gives me the idea of like ambition planning. So maybe there are some steps we need to take before we get to that, because maybe out of a partner, we are wanting stability, we are wanting, someone with sense and someone who doesn't have their hand in every single cookie jar, so to speak. Maybe we want someone who is grounded, excuse me, pretty grounded, um, and even if they have a lot going on in their life, juggling things in a healthy way. Um, okay, and then let's see. Then we've got the Ten of Cups. Whereas, envision what the ideal partner is going to be for yourself, and there's a lot of practices we can do for that. We can do some journaling. We can meditate. We can even do more self introspective work of like what kind of partner do you want to be. Um, and taking that wholeheartedly and putting it into action and having that become like part of ourselves. Um, so yeah, finding out what makes us happy so that we can even communicate that to someone. So that's a huge point. And hermiting, I get this thing that's like maybe we have a tendency to hermit. Um, so I think so far what this is asking you is to get out of your comfort zone. Maybe you put yourself in a comfort zone and avoid that stuff. It's not going to come in so easily. You've got to put in some work. Um, and then your Six of Wands here is that, even with some, maybe turn that Hermit card into more introspective work, but not as a personality. I think that's coming in through really strong. Ooh. Being a hermit is not a personality. We can be introverts. We can do that. Um, that's okay. It's okay to be introverted, but in order to meet people, we have to put ourselves out there and envision the kind of partner we want. And it's good to have those introspective moments, but it is not innately who you are. You are not someone who hides, because what kind of partner wants a person who hides? Understand having a partner who needs their space and respecting their space. That's okay. Um, but yeah, be okay with letting people in. Even inviting someone over for a cup of tea, a cup of coffee can be uncomfortable when we're constantly in these comfortable spaces we put ourselves in. So a good challenge would be to like, how would you feel if a guy you liked came over right now for a cup of tea? That's it. Are you ready for that? Is your place prepared to have a guest over? Do you have tools, and like, do you have everything you need for that occasion? Like, so think about like, how ready do you want to be, and how do you want to show up, and when you're the only person you can control in this half of the equation. So how can you best prepare yourself to invite someone in, figuratively and literally and all the other ways you invite a person in? And through that avenue, you can be well on your way. You can still have your privacy. You can still have all that space and room to yourself. When it comes to like dating, it is like someone's gonna fall in love with like, they have to, you have to be willing to like open up that part of yourself. And of course, it's like, yeah, I feel like there's more of an internal resistance than anything. And I think it's not so much that people aren't willing to love you. I think it's more so like, I'm getting so much of that, like, so afraid to let people in, but you want the comfort of a partner. And what that's going to take is being a little vulnerable, but, consider it. Don't just jump for the first person. You're going to know in a way if the vibe is right. It just starts to flow. So, but again, go back to envisioning what makes you happy and what you love, so that you can then communicate that, because people cannot read your mind, honey. People will not be able to read your mind as much as we want. When we meet people, we have to, it's a code switch. We have ourselves when we are by ourselves, then we have to turn the switch on to put ourselves a little out there more, even if that means like being in a public place that is comfortable to you. That's okay too. um, but yeah, vocalize what it is you want. Don't be afraid of admitting what it is that you want. I'm getting yellow and I'm getting blue, so that this is our confidence. This is our communication level and how we communicate with others. Our throat chakra, our solar plexus, our confidence. The voice we give ourselves. This has to come into play, and communicate what it is that we want, and plan for the things that we want. And that's going to take a level of introspection, aka hermiting. That is the gift of being a hermit. It's not a bad thing to be a hermit. A lot of people don't even take this fucking step. You're in it constantly, but it's a matter of balancing that. Balance this hermit energy so where it's not a personality in a way. Like, I get it. Some of us are introverts, but also if you're wanting something that you're not used to, you're going to have to do something you're not used to. Yeah. And then through all that, you come out victorious. So it's way more than just someone swooping in and sweeping you off your feet. It's a matter of how ready are you to even have that gravitate towards you, you know? And it's not to say you're not deserving of it. That's not what this is saying at all. Of course you're deserving of it. But it would be such a disservice to just like, I don't know. I feel like there's this thing of like feeling small and like feeling like can't take up too much space. It's like, no, like you can take up space. And I think the universe wants more for you than a fantasy. Yeah, it's okay to like get yourself in an environment that is like non-judgmental, even, like even in casual things, little lounges, wine bars. Like, I don't know what you're into or how old you are, but just going to casual spaces. I like going to the park. So the park I go to has like an art museum, and I like art, and I like good views. There's a good view. Like, I like putting myself in environments that I do feel good in. And if there are people there and it's an event or I'm with a friend, I just like taking the moment as it's coming at me. So yeah, so off of that, I'm gonna give you a chakra card, something to work on. Right now, I can tell you solar plexus and your throat chakra. It's big time. Like, this whole time, I think I've been like coughing. I think I remember your thing from last time, because I think the same thing happened. Say something. People gotta know what's going on in there. Really. Look at you, the mind. That third eye, openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. Being open, like letting yourself imagine, letting yourself see the life that you want. Like, I know it's so fucking hard right now because it feels like everything sucks, and I get that. Um, but this rule still applies. Like, definitely let yourself imagine the life that you want, because you can have it, and remind yourself that you can have that. Why can't you have that? Really? Why do you keep saying you can't have those things? In a way. Yeah, you're telling it you want it, but it's, of course, it's never going to show up how you want it to show up. But It doesn't matter how it shows up, it's the fact that it does show up. So let yourself work on the third eye, is all I'm going to say. To work on the third eye, your intuition, I think you doubt yourself a lot, and I think that clutters a lot of your decision making. So your third eye is going to be a really good tool to navigate things as they're happening. You're just going to go with your gut. You're going to go with the obvious choice. So work on that. I'm going to pull an angel card. Destiny, your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. It can be scary to put ourselves out there, but if you're with the right people, and it's never the wrong choice to make. You're with your friends, let yourself be a little more vulnerable than you're used to. Or even with yourself. Even if that means sitting in front of the mirror and saying a few affirmations. You know what? Get in the mirror and say some third eye affirmations. Like look up some third eye chakra affirmations and before you go to bed, and do it as a little practice. If you really are alone by yourself as much as you say you are, then you have time to go to the mirror and say a few affirmations to yourself to open this up. Because then when you do come across other people, this is going to come in and help you navigate that. I think there's a lot of natural anxiety that comes into play there. And so I think third eye can be a great way to counter that anxiety. I'm going to pull one more chakra card because I feel like you really need it. I'm already seeing it. Right. I've seen this card come up like 3 times. Choice, free will, courage, willpower, change. It's gonna also your solar plexus. So along with your third eye, look into your solar plexus chakra. Take time to communicate. Give yourself some power. You know, I feel like a lot of people that I know who are hermits, they almost always have IBS. Just saying. And that's oftentimes your solar plexus. When I was a kid, I always had stomach viruses. And I was extremely shy, and I was extremely closeted, and I was extremely like no self-esteem at all. And I really struggled in that way. And honestly, I think it showed up physically as all these like stomach flus that I got. And I had them so much, I missed a lot of school. But also thinking back, that was also the peak of like probably one of the worst times of my life. Um, yeah, anyways, choice. It comes down to your choice. So look into solar plexus and third eye. But yeah, the yellows wanted to come out a few times. Look, bottom of the deck right even here. Gut instincts. Yup. Trust. Huge. Okay then. That is stomach issues. This is our identity, our confidence, our, our where we fight, when we get into it with people and we're talking or impassioned. A lot of that power comes from here because this is our identity. This is like a moral, it's where our morals kind of live in a way. It doesn't feel right. When people say like, oh, that shit makes me sick to my stomach, because it's so innately against who they are as a person. That's why those phrases kind of go back to these areas. And yeah, so man, I know a lot of people who are hermits who have IBS, and just like, I think it's just a symptom of what we're feeling. All the best to you, Venus. Thank you so much for your donation. And let me know if any of that helps for you. Take time to give yourself those affirmations. I am dead ass serious. Do not neglect. Don't you made a donation. I really hope you take that advice. So. even check out, like, if you like music, check out some artists that just keep that vibe going. No, you're welcome, Venus. So happy I could help. Do I have any artist recommendations? Yeah. I love. I don't know what kind of style of music do you like. I have a very eclectic taste. So I have some R&B types. I have mostly R&B in my opinion. Honestly, that neo soul stuff is pretty good. Um, what's that name of that song? Oh, I am like Indie Ari. Oh, okay, Londrell. India Ari. Londrell's kind of like spoken word. Um, India Ari is kind of like soul R&B type. It's very good. I like it a lot. Um, Let me get one more for you. You know what? I guess Infinity Song is good too. Hold on. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's a good starting point for you. Yeah, there's some artists that are really good with ooh, I have a meditation that's I sometimes I honestly I should start doing this again. But I do have a meditation that you can find on Spotify. A beautiful. I'm gonna send it to you. It's by Lizzie Jeff. She's a hip hop artist, but she and most of her music, I don't listen to a whole lot, but her meditation, it's about a 10-minute video. It's a 12-minute video. Whoops. But I used to listen to this about every morning and before bed. Um, that's a really good meditation, I think, especially if you haven't meditated in a while. You don't even have to really sit down for it. If you want to do the dishes while you listen to it, and sometimes I recite it out loud if I'm cleaning my bedroom, if I'm, most of the time if I'm doing inside chores, I'll listen to this meditation and I'll recite it while I'm moving around. So, what up, Joss Winder? I'm good. How are you? It's been a minute. Welcome back. I hope you had a good holiday season. I had surgery on December 1st, and I've been kind of in recovery mode ever since, so apologies for my absence. But I've been around. Cool. All right. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you okay? Yeah, I personally know a few people who got COVID recently, so um, do not play with the spike, y'all. Get boosted, get vaccinated if you haven't gotten already. Um, yeah, don't find out the hard way. But yeah, sorry to hear that, man. New York is bad right now, I know. I mean, it's pretty bad out here too. I'm in California, so in like LA at that, so it's pretty crazy. We'll feel better soon. All right. Jay reach out to me again. Joss, can I ask, like, who was the last, when's the last time y'all talked? Just curious. Yesterday. Okay, and were you the person who last spoke to him? Oh. Okay. Um, they'll reach out to you. I mean, they just talked to you yesterday. It says yes. Says I got Joker on the fourth card, so he'll reach out to you definitely to check in on you, especially if like you got COVID and shit. I'm sure they're gonna. Yeah, it is really scary. I'm glad you have a sense of humor about it. It seems. Um, yeah, that's gonna happen to me. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, sometimes you'll get vaccinated. The whole point is that like it reduces significantly your chance of dying, which is really the goal. It's not that you wouldn't get COVID. It's to have your body have preparedness to it. Yeah, less symptoms exactly. But yeah, stay safe, everyone. So Josh, they'll reach out to you because they're concerned. Naturally, they'll reach out. Ain't no sweat. Honestly, you'll be okay. Yeah, I went and spent my New Year's with some friends, but we all had to take a COVID test before we went because so many people lately have gotten sick. So we're just took some extra precautions, and we all came out negative, and we're able to spend New Year's together. So you can, even then, you can do everything right. And one of my friends, he did everything right. Uh, he did everything right. Thought he did everything right, and still managed to get it. So luckily by that point he was already vaccinated, so we're at least not as concerned. He has a much better chance. I'm about to get my booster shot, though. I should get that soon. Yeah. Hey, Numi, do you by chance have a yes or no question? Welcome to ask a yes or no question. If you'd like an in-depth reading, you're welcome to make a donation, and that information's down in the description box below. One second. I'll be back. Okay. Oh. You know me. It's all right. I hope you're all right. Oh, you're not banned, Colin. Okay. I don't know why you would be banned. Should you see Sarah? Okay. Right now it says no. Came out on 9. Joker. Odd numbers are no. Even numbers are yes. We have 9 here. Let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah. So it says right now no, and maybe not. Right now is not the best time. Is what I'm getting. Does Evan want to communicate? Keeps viewing my posts curious. It has been a while since we chatted. Okay. Does Evan want to communicate? Good. I'm glad to hear that. Does Evan want to communicate? Wow, that took a while. Almost went through the entire deck up until I finally got to a Joker. That's insane. Okay. 36, huh? That equals 9. It says yes. He wants to communicate. He does. He thinks about it. Obviously, he's not doing it, but I don't think he'd be mad if you said hi. A little hello. Not a whole novel. Not the floodgates. Start small. Start simple. Yeah. Yeah. Little subtle hello. Hello, angelic nymph. Hi. Yeah, just a little hi. How are you? How was your new year? Or happy new year? Or, now that we're putting all that stuff behind us, how are you? How are the holidays? Do you have any resolutions? Just small talk, I think, is a good starting place. I think starting fresh, but definitely don't push a whole conversation. I think just greeting and saying, hi, how have you been? Or you've been on my mind. And even suggesting if you want to get together soon, or even like you want to get together, I have COVID now, but eventually when I'm better, if you want to get together, I would love that. Like, I don't know, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the history, but like if that is something you're considering, It could go many ways. Yeah. Hey, Angelic, will Pisces girl be in my biology class? All right. I'm just gonna let you know. Like honestly, cards aren't really made for that kind of thing, in my opinion. Um, I'm not that kind of reader. So I kind of don't. I would want to be more specific about what your question is asking. Um, yeah, I can't predict the future. I am just something. So I am just like a intuitive reader to help you through the moment. So the most I can say yes or no to is like, do they like me? Like it could be simple things. I mean, I could ask, but I kind of don't want to base that off of cards. That kind of question. If you want to just do it for fun, let's go for it. But we can just do it for fun. I mean, after all, this is for entertainment purposes. And you just want to know if someone's going to be in your class. That's fair. Okay. Do you like this person? Yeah, rephrase the question. Okay, then for fun. Okay, for fun. Let's see. Will the Pisces girl be in my biology class? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It says 9, so I'm getting a no. Not likely to be in your biology class. Sorry to hear that, but maybe you'll have lunch. I'm always hoping for lunch, at least. Oh, she has the same major. Okay. Well, maybe you'll have the same teacher. Maybe not exact same class, but maybe the same teacher, and maybe maybe you'll have like same friends or something. Nice. Good. Focus on school. Do your homework. Oh, she's a former friend. Ooh, even spicier. Yeah. Yeah, I hope not. Oh my god. It's always weird when you're confined in the same spaces as like someone you used to fucks with, like used to be cool, and now you're not. That's always scary. It can be really scary. The last time that happened to me though, I handled it real cool though. I handled it. You know what I literally did? I was at a party and my old roommate showed up and we had an awful falling out. Like she ghosted me. And I hadn't seen her in like a few years and I looked completely different anyways. I was so nervous, but I had all my cards with me, and I was at this party, and I just sat in the corner of this birthday party, just giving people readings and talking to a bunch of strangers, because I didn't want to accidentally run into her, or I didn't want to accidentally make eye contact. Like it was like so intense, so I handled it like a G. And before I knew it, she was gone. Like I was like, great, she can barely handle it, the pressure. Okay. Hey, Pia. Okay. Yeah, like yeah, it's so much. Like, yeah, because I made it such a point to still have a good time at this party. I was like, I just want to have a good time at this party. It's my friend's birthday. I'm here to see my friend. That's my friend. And I knew she was going and they invited her. It was awkward because they're still her friend. And of course I'm not gonna tell them who to not invite. Like that's so immature. I'm just gonna handle it like an adult and just show up. And honestly, like it was so much. I stepped away and went to the bathroom and just like washed my face and it was like, all right, let's just give readings all night. Anyways. Hey Pia, yes, go ahead and ask your question. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for liking and subbing. I appreciate that a lot. All the best to you, Angelic. Yeah, it was intense. No, like she and I used to be very close to the point where like we could read each other's minds, and that was kind of how we met. Was like we had a very, very, I want to say, like telepathic relationship. Like we could really, really know what the other one was thinking, and I think ultimately that ended up being our downfall. Like that's kind of how we went down. It was just not. It was like we could see too much of each other's bullshit. Long story short, girl, that's another story for another day. In all honesty, shit was messy. Yeah, it's sad. We were super tight. We were super tight. I was thinking something, she would say it, and I'm like, that's so weird because that's so crazy that I was literally thinking that, and it happens. Um, so I get that being in that space with another person who you're on the same like wavelength with, almost on a cerebral level, scary. You should look up brain coupling. Brain coupling. That's how you know when you're vibing with someone. That's literally the science of like when you are vibing with someone. There's a science behind it. All right, Pia, I'm so ready for your question. Whenever you're ready, I'm here. All right, good night. Thank you for coming. Okay. Hey, if anyone's in the chat, feel free to ask your question. I don't have any question right now.
main ghost hunter from Ghost Hunters.
No.
Why do I look like the main?
Curse content.
Ghost hunter from. Okay, I think that's it for the night.